And Dr. Rabil, given the increasing tensions, I mean, of course, everyone's talking about the worries that there might be some violence after polling day, and especially if it's going to take quite some time in order to find the result of this. What do you make of that? And also, given Trump's rhetoric, particularly regarding Liz Cheney, I think was it a rifle in the face, how might this impact voter sentiment in those swing states?
Well, as a matter of fact, I am terribly sorry about the dismal state of affairs in the discourse, especially in the presidential campaign. And this is, I will blame both camps, the Harris campaign and the Trump campaign. What Trump said absolutely was not right. And what Biden said, really recently when he said, those who vote, they are garbage, something like that. Again, it's not good. So really the rhetoric is mainly coming from both sides. And I don't think it's going to affect those who have already decided who they are going to vote for. But it's going to make the campaign it's really dismal, it's bad, it's sad. And probably you are going to have people, they are going to say, listen, I'm not going to vote. Why I want to vote? Because I'm not happy with both camps. It could happen. Regarding, again, you mentioned something about Liz Cheney. This is something that Trump said, and I'm speaking as a Republican now, I am not happy with, I'm absolutely unhappy with, I consider myself an American first and second, a Republican second. I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy that he said that. I'm not happy that he said that he has certain enemy within. I'm not happy that he's saying this. I think he should stick to the points. He speak about the points. I think he had some legitimate concern and legitimate certain, action he could take. But to go that route is absolutely uncalled for, and it's not good. And I hope that this will not affect those still undecided. There is something to be said here. The one who's gonna decide the election, and I agree with the other, my colleague on the panel here, women, one thing, and broadly speaking, the independent vote. Listen, you have around 36, 37 million registered Republican, you have 45 million registered Democrat, but you have over 32 million independent, and you have a few others, Libertarian and Green Party. So mainly, the fight it has to be focused on the undecided and especially on the independent. And this kind of talk by Trump is not going to help him. And and of course, it's not going to help the Harris camp. So this is why I don't feel comfortable. I worry about violence. And you mentioned something about violence. I don't think you are going to have something similar to what happened in January, when they attacked the Congress. But I do worry, and this is my biggest worry, is that if he doesn't win, he'll say, listen, I might claim victory beforehand, or I might slow, the certification of the result, or I'm going to disrupt. And this is something could happen because it's still, I feel that if you look at what Musk said and others said, listen, we are going to have a crushing victory. And the point is, if you are going to say that and you are saying that after that, you're going to say if you are going to lose, listen, there must have been cheating there. This is not good. And of course, he's telling now other, if the local, people to hold the election, to delay sending the vote to the capital, to DC. So this is what I'm worried about more than violence. Now, you could have violence, but I'm worried now is that if he loses, he's gonna pursue certain routes that he used in 2020, but now he is preparing himself to do that. And this is my biggest worry today in the United States. Some things that absolutely should not have happened and shouldn't happen.
And Dr. Abu Issa, as a Democrat yourself, do you think that the way that Kamala Harris has been running her campaign, perhaps calling Donald Trump a fascist, is this appropriate as well?
I think, I mean, she is careful with her words, and I think the former President Trump has said those words himself, and he said he wants to be a dictator for a day, and what that means, I guess, is really unknown, and the American public need to know what he's saying, and she's highlighting the previous president's position on things. So yeah, there is some name calling in in this campaign, and I disagree with that to go down to that level. But what's been the discourse, I guess, is heated campaign by both sides, and there is lots of emotion going on, and we cannot deny those emotions. There are emotions also on the street level for the voters, and that's, I guess, the Democrats are trying to capitalize on those enthusiasm and ask people to go to the polls, because many Americans do not vote, and we want to make sure that those who have concerns about the previous presidents make it to the vote early or on the November 5th day. So this is really get out the vote is the name of the game at this last few days, last few hours.